Hello, my wonderful Aries. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling absolutely stunning. Aries, let's jump straight in. I'm going to start first with the Romantic Fairy Oracle deck. I just want to get a bit of a visual of what's going on. And the big question here will be, Aries, for the small collective watching this, well, what is the energy between you and your person of interest, the person that you are thinking about? It doesn't mean that you're thinking about them every single day, every second. Maybe they're still in your heart space, right? Maybe this is someone that you think about every so often. And, you know, it doesn't actually even matter the type of connection you currently have, whether we love each other, we hate each other, we're talking, we're not, we're together, we're not. It actually doesn't matter. I find out pretty early, though, what type of connection you do have. But I just want to see the energy in the most up-to-date here and now, the energy between you and the person that you are thinking about. So it's a very personal, private, collective reading, we could say. And of course, yes, there will be an optional extended reading. And I'm just going to focus on one simple question: the future of this connection. So I'm going to involve not only your person, but I will be inviting Aries, your energy, into the extended reading. I'll be using two completely different decks. They're lined up behind me, ready to use. So altogether, we've got 3 decks here, 2 decks over at the extended. So I'll be using 5 decks in total for you. And I really just want to kind of dig deep into part 2 of the reading, which is the optional extended reading. And I just want to ask that one question: the future of your connection, the future of your connection. What is going to happen? So if you are interested, the link is in the description box below, Aries. It will be the very first link underneath all of the yellow stars. And just like this reading, I'm going to jump straight in, and I just want to see what's going to happen to the future of this connection. So without further ado, let's do this. We've got 2 more. We've got last one. All right, so I was actually going to take out 3 cards from the top of the deck, but I don't know, I quickly changed my mind. But we've got bottom of the deck, friendly support. Now, the text is very small, so I'll read it for you. It says, fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So perhaps you might be receiving some advice here from friends, or if you're really close with some colleagues, even your spirit team, you might be seeing signs. Like I'm seeing 111, 222, or 333, possibly the 5s as well, 555. Which, you know, do mean changes, but I kind of feel here that someone's going to give you advice. I'm also hearing another thing, that you're going to hear something through the grapevine. So through an acquaintance or through a friend, you're going to hear something about this person that you're thinking about. Oh, that is interesting. But they're going to give you some advice, or they're going to tell you something, especially if you haven't spoken to this person in a while. Let's split the deck. Nice. I think you need a break, don't you? We've got holiday. It says a change of scenery to spice up, it says actually enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. So perhaps here, there could be a really nice getaway with you and this person. It doesn't actually mean going to, you know, a tropical island. We don't all have the resources all the time. Even if it's just somewhere where both of you are alone, away from outside influence. Even if it's going to your favorite, you know, cozy cafe or a restaurant or even a winery, somewhere where both of you are alone. And I feel like it's going to be a really good distraction here for your mind and your heart. Perhaps some of you, Aries, want some even more alone time as well. So I'm getting quite a lot of messages here. Let's see. Interesting. Love language affirmations. It says loving words hold great power. So this person may say something to you. They may actually, you know, say a message to a friend to pass it on to you. I know it sounds a bit high school, but I don't know why I'm getting that. You're going to hear something through the grapevine, or maybe, you know, you'll find out that they asked about you, or they confess that they miss you, or they want to be with you, they have a crush on you. But I feel like there's going to be loving words coming your way from this person. Even something as simple as I miss you. Material attachment. It says too much focus on visible trappings. That's my workaholic card here as well. Aries, I feel like that's probably why some of you are feeling mentally and emotionally burnt out as well. This is interesting. I feel like when you're all in on a project at work, friendship, family, relationships, you are all in. But I feel there's something here that it's just going to be a welcome distraction for you. The person that you are thinking about, they may actually kind of take you momentarily away from so much work, or thinking so much on visible trappings, or maybe I'm not having enough money, I need to work extra harder and all of this. Oh, a bit of a busy bee here. Ooh, we got psychic connection. This is interesting. It says your communication goes beyond mere words. So we're feeling each other's energy here. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Some of you might be dreaming about this person. They might be dreaming about you, for example. Ooh. When you think of them, it's most likely because they're thinking about you as well. I just feel like this person knows. I don't know why. If you're easily accessible online, if you're posting something, but it's like they know that you're very busy at the moment, that you're focused a lot on your professional life. I just feel here, either you're going to get signs, advice, or you're going to hear something from a friend or an acquaintance or a colleague, something about this person, that they've been thinking about you and they said something nice about you. Ooh, we have a psychic connection here. Ooh, this reminds me a little bit of Capricorn, where they had these very strong elements of a spiritual connection here. So it's like the High Priestess meets the High Priest here. 4, 3, 2, last one. I feel like this person's going to reach out to you. I really feel it. Email or text, something's going to happen. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. I love this card. It's the complete opposite of the Devil. The kettle, you know, I said the kettle. The Devil being the card of extremes. Temperance is the complete opposite. Sagittarius energy. Of course, your person can be any star sign. Now, this represents peace, balance, harmony. Definitely needs to be reinstated back into this connection. So perhaps there is an imbalance here, a misunderstanding or a need to apologize or vice versa, for example. So this is actually really nice. Okay, massive potential. I love this. You know, you're recalibrating here. And look at this, you know, it's almost like learning to kind of like balance work and your personal relationships in a state of harmony. Easier said than done, but I think you're going to get there. Ooh, okay. Whoever you are thinking about, even if it's a divine feminine, it doesn't matter, or a divine masculine, we have the King of Cups. This is someone, look at that, that definitely could be looking at you. You've got that, is that telescope? Yeah, I was going to say stethoscope, the telescope. They could be watching you from far away if you are easily accessible online, if you work together or whatever it is, right? I love that this person here, they wear their heart on their sleeve. They really, really love you. And I know that you have feelings for them as well. But why are you keeping away from this person? You've made this decision. It's like, I'm going to focus on other areas of my life. But this person's very like, they want to step up here. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, ooh, okay. We've got the sun behind Leo energy blessing this. The Ace of Pentacles, that's the mother of all offers. Look at that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. That is strong commitment, engagement, marriage. This person's seeing you as the one. And I feel like they're highly, highly, highly interested here in you. I do feel though, obviously you know this person, they know you. This definitely could have even started off as a beautiful friendship and it never really got off the ground. Feelings were there. We both know that. Maybe we tried to move it into a relationship, but that didn't work. Now, what if I told you that now is the time to make it work? The Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy, the card of destiny, divine timing, your spirit team, your person's spirit team working very hard behind the scenes to make sure that this works, that we come together. Oh, wow. Two of Wands, that's you. Aries energy. Okay, there's an invitation to meet this person in the middle. I love this. Out of all the twos, this is probably my favorite two because it does speak of action. And we know that I'm all about action here. So what I like here is that both of you will be stepping into the unknown, meeting in the middle. And when we do that, it usually actually always guarantees partnership here. And that's what I really, really like. So I kind of feel you were talking to this person and then we stopped talking. It kind of fizzled out. They're showing me like those little sparklers that you have and it just went shh, and we just stopped talking. Left wondering, okay, well, what happened here? And even though you're busy here trying to build your own empire, you're always wondering what if. This is interesting. I feel like some people are going to have some opinions, some advice here, but your spirit team too, they're working behind the scenes here. And this is actually the partnership card here as well. Oh, look how many times I'm saying that. We do have judgment. They very well may come around on Scorpio season, which is just around the corner. Judgment, look at that. It's overlooked by Archangel Metatron to make sure this happens sooner rather than later. Also, Archangel Gabriel in terms of communication. Yeah, I think both of you here have been self-analyzing and judging ourselves from a nice place of, well, you know, this was my part in this relationship. Maybe they didn't get the best version of myself and vice versa, but This is big epiphanies. It's a light bulb moment. It's your person asking you for another chance. There is unfinished business here between the both of you. I will say that. And we end, this is actually a really fun reading. We start with an ace, we end with an ace that coincidentally is ruled by you. The Ace of Wands is Aries energy. Look at that. You're just sitting there in wonder thinking, wow, you wanted all these things with me. You felt this way. All these, I feel like they're saying beautiful things about you. And they're kind of like the connection. Their feelings toward you are only just growing deeper. So this is again another card of action. I really like this. Oh, okay. Look at that. I just split the deck. Good kitty is Judgment. It's number 20. There we go. So both of you are having this realization. It's like, why are we apart? We could be together. Why are we making this difficult for ourselves? This is a grand opportunity. It's a fiery, exciting, very passionate opportunity. I mean, we cannot lie that the feelings are there, but so is like the attractiveness. So if we talk about the sexual side of the relationship here, let's do 3 more. Yeah, this is not over. And what I like is that there's no true like animosity. There's no hate here. I do feel there was probably a misunderstanding, but I don't feel like the timing was right in the past. The timing was right that you were still supposed to meet. Maybe that there was something in the way. I don't know. We had to clear something out, but the timing is now. We are coming back together, and quite soon, I might add. You're going to celebrate your birthday on a high, Aries, next year. We've got 3. We've got 2. 1 more. This is a really interesting reading. Destiny is playing a very big hand here, but for all the right reasons. Well, there we go. Damn it. You're not even going to believe me if I say that I actually saw the Page of Cups. You're not going to believe me? Fair enough. I wouldn't believe myself. But the Sea Kid in here is the Page of Cups. Now, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Now, very interesting because all pages are messages. They're all invitations. They're small. They're nothing groundbreaking, but it's enough to get you excited, to get you curious. It's enough to get your attention. We even have small apologies. Sorry we stopped talking. Sorry I disappeared. Sorry it took me so long to send you this message. This represents a budding romance. Someone's crushing on you, and you're definitely crushing on them. This is like falling back into that sweet, innocent love where we kind of feel like teenagers again. Butterflies in our stomach. This is beautiful. Okay. Oh my. Okay. You know what, Aries? What's going on? No, you're probably thinking, you're asking me? You're the one doing the reading. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I split the deck. Lo and behold, we've got the Ace of Pentacles again. Aries, Aries, Aries. This is definitely going to be the one. And I usually shy away from saying that, but I feel like this is the one. Remember, this is the mother of all offers. It's like even the marriage card. Now, we don't have to get married. Some of you probably don't want to get married. Fair enough, right? But if you do want to get married, the energy is there. Oh, wow. This is going to be a solid relationship. That's what lacked in the past, though. And that's why it's saying, no, we've got these aces. These are brand new chapters and it's destined. Oh my, okay, this is getting weird. Okay, all right, Aries. We saw the Ace of Pentacles twice. Guess what? Now we're seeing the Ace of Wands twice. What is going on? Aries, what in the Sharon is going on? Oh, wow. Please say, oh my God, I'm giggling like an idiot. Look at me. Please say yes. This is such a beautiful reading. I cannot wait to do the extended reading. Remember, it is optional, but I want to see the future of this. We got the same aces twice. This is definitely going to happen. The Wheel of Fortune, please, is clarified by the 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy, a card of flights of fantasy, isn't it? It's about fantasy, daydreaming, illusions, and more emotionally portraying what life would look like with this person. Even if sometimes we feel a little bit uncertain, I don't want to make the wrong decision, or what if they change their mind? No. It's okay, because it's backed by a very big major arcana, ruled definitely by your destiny. They're saying it's okay, let everything fall into place. All you have to do is make sure you ground yourself, right? Find that balance. Easier said than done, but it's not impossible. And make the decision. How much do you want to meet this person in the middle? How much do you want them? I think a lot of you want this person bad, but guess what? They want you just as bad. The 2 of Wands. It's going to work out. You've got nothing to worry about. I always said that if I'm not worried as a reader, you should not be worried, right? And obviously, we never get scary messages in tarot, but I'm just telling you right now, you got the 6 of Wands, Leo energy. Everything is going to work out. This is guaranteed success, and it has not happened overnight. There's been perhaps some disappointments, question marks, scratching your head, time apart, right? But it's on its way. This is going to be a very successful partnership here. You are not going to regret this. In fact, I feel both of you have the potential to even be business partners in the respectable future. Judgment has had realization of, we've got the same king. What is going on? What in the Harry Potter? Remember when I split the deck? I believe it was here. We had the, of course it was that deck, the King of Cups. Well, here we got the Sea King. That's the King of Cups again. We're getting the same aces and we're getting the same king. What's going on? You see how I like to shuffle and deal the cards on camera? Yeah, this person has had a realization of how much they love you. I'm going to go so further as to say they've had a realization of how much they're in love with you. And I know that you feel the same way, Aries. You've just been very busy. I feel like, you know, when people say, what's that word when they say you've been running, you know, when we're running circles or something like that. But I just feel like you've been running around, but you've been like, how could I say, focused, that you also want to be productive. You want to see results here with everything that perhaps you're studying, working towards, with your finances. You've been very, very into it, even probably very distracted with it in a good way. I think you're very productive, right? Because you expect results with the work that you put in. But this person is going to be a very welcome distraction here. Let's talk about you in the outcome, please. Two of Pentacles. Expect this. Now, the Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. It's the balancing act. That shows to me, again, you can look it up. You don't have to believe me. That's Capricorn energy. But this is the balancing act when you're very, very busy. Managing everything. Work, friendship, money, studies, family, social life. I've got a shower. Don't forget to do this. And now this person comes along. We know it's about choices, but it's like, Aries, some of you might be thinking with what time, or I don't have enough money or resources or opportunity. How am I going to be in a relationship? Do not worry about the how. The demon cat. Don't listen to the demon, please. Don't listen to any self-sabotaging thoughts. Don't believe in the tricks of the devil here. No, 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 no. The floating cat, the hanged man, the Four of Cups. This is not a missed opportunity, but I will say definitely take action. Because deep down inside, I feel like there's a bit of an emotional void here where it's like, I want to be with someone that genuinely wants to be with me as well, not just anyone. And some of you may have been quite melancholic over this person. So I think you've been really kind of focused on your professional life, perhaps not to even think so much about this person. But we've got Justice here, Libra energy. It's a big fat yes, they're coming back. They want to kind of straighten things out, balance everything out here. Oh, wow. Okay, you know, Justice on its own is a very positive card that, yes, it's going to go your way. This is such a wonderful, I don't even know, I'm actually lost for words now. This is a really beautiful reading. We are destined. We were always destined to meet each other. Even if we broke up or we fizzled out, we stopped talking, we went our separate ways, even if it was mutual or not, we are destined to come back together. And by golly, this King of Cups really, really loves you. And I think you're going to learn to prioritize now that your life is not just about work, 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 or trying to keep, you know, your head above the water with, you know, your bills or your finances and all that. No, no, no. You know, we've also got Temperance saying, now is a time to tend to your personal romantic love life. Now it's good to show, open your arms up and have someone really take care of you. This is not over with this person. We have a psychic connection. So when you think about them, they think about you as well. And this is not over. I do think this is destined, and it's predestined as well. We both decided to meet in this lifetime to make it work. And I feel like it's honestly, we got the same aces. I think we're going to hit the ground running. They're crushing on you bad, and so are you. Wow. You're going to hear something, either directly from them, but I am hearing through a third party. You're going to hear something, and you'll be like, hang on a second. I'm thinking about them as well. They're thinking about me. And then that's when we get closer. I don't know why I'm hearing email, either text, which is kind of like the majority of the time, but I'm also hearing email, that they'll send you an email as well. So Aries, this is all beautiful, but if you are curious and nosy like I am, with your optional extended reading and 2 different decks that I will be using, I'm going to look at the future of this connection because honestly, I'm really curious. I want to see where is this going in the respectable future. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. It's the very first link underneath the yellow stars. I'm going to jump straight in, and it's basically a continuation. So this is here and now, and over at the optional extended reading, I just want to see the future of this connection. Everything and anything that you should be aware of. Let's do it. I'll see you on the other side. Power to you, Aries. Bye.